You are now tuned in to your boy, Coach Tate. It's time to grow. Get it. Let's grow. I'll be jumpstarting this podcast as an educational resource. A little bit about me. I served 10 years in the Unified School District, working with families and teaching. Um, I said served. I served 10 years, like as if I went to prison. Um, Being a teacher is no joke. You often have to resource outside of what the job can provide for you, and most of the time you taking work home. So I feel for all my teachers out there. Currently, I do a lot of mental health and behavioral health work. Um, my background, I teach at, I can't say the facilities, but I teach at a few facilities and I do classes. Uh, my goal for this podcast is really to provide knowledge and challenge my listeners to take their growth like one step further. So like if you don't feel challenged or if you don't feel like I'm challenging you with these podcasts, then this podcast really ain't for you. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Um, so this podcast, the reason why I came up on this podcast or I had the idea for it is because there's not a lot of resources in the mental health field unless you're willing to spend $300 or unless you're willing to spend like it can range and that price gets up there. That price it can get up to like 20,000 if you really think about it. Um but yeah, I wanted to provide some free knowledge, cuz there's not enough free shit out there. I mean, granted, your neighbor might give you some free shit, but there's not enough free stuff, free knowledge out there. I could write a book with all of the stuff that I got going on in my head, uh, but I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather podcast it because it's more fun. All right. So with this podcast, I hope a few things. One, I hope that you get challenged to grow. Because that's the main goal. Two, I hope you learn something. Three, shit, I don't have a three. Being honest, I don't have a three. Damn. But anyways, I'm Coach Tay. Um, I'm gonna be dropping my first podcast. It's gonna be about help, asking for help. All right. Most of us see help as like a weakness for being vulnerable. You know, it's asking for help is really looked down as a bad thing. Um, I shouldn't have to ask for help. I'm strong. I could do this. And this is what I talked about last time in the I got this mentality. And like you've only got it for so long. Yeah, you might be able to do things, but you've only got it for so long. And when you really need the help, and you're like, oh, well, if I ask for help, that would make me look like a weakling. It's not gonna make you look like a weakling. It's gonna actually strengthen your mindset because when you're stressed out and you're within that window of tolerance and you're surpassing that window of tolerance, you're gonna ask for help and it's gonna help you relieve some. I need a beep button because I try to keep it as clean as I can, but it's gonna help you release some stress. All right. So I mean, I hope you do find that this podcast is for you. Um, this topic that I'm gonna be talking about is asking for help. And one of the things that I'll be mentioning well, I'm just gonna say the title of the lecture that I have coming up is the art of asking. And with that, we'll be overcoming fear and building confidence and seeking help. All right. All right. It's your boy, Coach Tate, and I'm out.